Hey! All right, so I want you to tell me what comes to mind when you hear the word Pinterest. Is it pretty pictures in a collection? Is it recipes? Is it making money? Is it growing email list? Is it personal business? What do you think of? What is one word that you think of? We could play that game that you play like in school when you're younger and they say, I'm going to say one word and you give me one word response. I say Pinterest, you say. So I want to talk to you today about this one word, Pinterest, of course, but I want to talk to you more specifically about the keywords for Pinterest, right? If I were to tell you, and maybe you're new to Pinterest, you've heard about it, maybe you've been on Pinterest, you know that it can be beneficial, but if I were to tell you that keywords are the way to enhance your business, and that's really, if you did nothing else, the one main thing that you need to focus on to make it successful for you, would you believe me? Would you believe that if I said you were on Pinterest right now and you are not using the right keywords, that I can switch that for you? So I want you to hang out for this live stream because I want to talk to you about how that is possible. It's not as difficult as we need to make it. And so I want to go over some tips to be able to help your business through the trends, figure out how to find the right keywords, how to show up in the keyword search, and how to be found above your competition. For those of you who are just joining me and have never seen my live streams before, welcome. Please feel free to take a second to introduce yourself. I am so excited that you guys are all here. And if you are catching this on the replay, make sure to hashtag replay and let me know that you are here. If you are new to me, my name is Laura. I am the Rogue Pinterest Powerhouse. And as a Rogue Pinterest Powerhouse, I help high-performing business owners, content creators, and influencers just like you grow profitably the right way with sustainable systems so that you can be found first without the tantrums over tech or trading your sleep for success. I do this using my signature Pintastic Growth to Greatness framework. So without further ado, let's make Pinterest profitable for you. Pinterest keywords, honestly, are going to be the lifeblood of the internet, really, and Pinterest. It's how anybody finds anything and everything. And if you want your business to be found, you're going to have to do the research to make people see and have people find you based on that keyword, right? Or based on that problem or whatever that they're looking to solve, or that product or that service that they're looking to purchase so that they can move on to X, Y, and Z, or put their time where their zone of genius is. And one of the things that makes it easier during this time for research is something that I think a lot of people actually overlook. The thing that I'm talking about is the keywords trend tool. And so it's Pinterest Trends tool. All you have to do is you can go to Google and you can type in Pinterest Trends tool. It'll pull up right in the top, or you can go to trends.pinterest.com. And one of the cool things about this is going to help you see if maybe you were ranking for a specific keyword really, really well and you were on the top of the search before, maybe that keyword's not something people are looking up anymore. And so your traffic and your views and things like that is just starting to plummet. These are the things that you want to look at because you want to see maybe it's not fall wedding anymore because of everything going on. Maybe it's fall celebrations instead, right? Quick story for you. We had a client actually that came to us prior to working with us and was like, I am so frustrated. I've been on the platform for, I think it was almost 2 years. I'm doing all the things that I feel like I need to be doing. The first year was absolutely awesome. I was getting all this traffic, all these leads. I was getting some sales from it. She was a service-based business, but all of a sudden it was like in a matter of a couple months, she was getting like no impressions on her pins, and she was getting like no reach, like no clicks, no nothing anymore. And she couldn't figure out why. And so I said, okay, let's workshop it together, right? Like not only will we handle it for you and we'll work through like the pin designs and we'll do all the management for you, but let's talk about this on the call. And so we went to this trends tool and we started typing in the keywords that she used to rank for. And we noticed on this tool, it was really high 2 to 3 years ago. And then it just tanked. And so we started trying to workshop different keywords to compare on this tool what is now trending upwards instead. What is that phrase that people are looking for instead of what she was using in the past? And I kid you not, within a matter of 2 months, we were able to help her turn that around just by switching the keywords. These are that powerful for you guys on this platform, right? And so if you know that your traffic is tanking, if you know that you're not reaching the right people, maybe it's not even tanking, right? Maybe you're at this point where you're on Pinterest, you've been doing all the things for a few months, but you're not seeing the impressions, you're not seeing the click-throughs, you're not getting that you want, right? This is going to be beneficial for you. And this is going to be beneficial for anybody else that you know that has been going through this struggle as well, because it could be just a quick tweak on this tool. And so once you go into it, you're going to see a screen. I'm going to show you mine actually. Let's go share screen. So this is what you should see when you're on Pinterest Trends, right? And so you're going to be able to see the fact that it has that search term box in the top. And so you want to focus on that search term box. You want to make sure that this is where you're going to be workshopping and looking for things. So you want to start off by choosing like specific keywords that you think are going to rank, right? And so I'm just going to, just for kicks and giggles, right? We'll throw some things out there. Like give me a term that you would hope, throw it in the comments, that you would hope you could rank for. One of the things that we were looking up yesterday with a client is keto. And so you can see when we type in keto, all of these different things come up, right? And so there was a huge spike right here for keto Mexican recipes. But if you look up and look at keto Italian sausage recipes, this is huge. Like, look at that leap. And it's been pretty steady. So then what we want to do then is you can just go to keto again and say, okay, well, let's compare it to just keto. And look at, oh my goodness, the crazy difference, right? So what if we did, instead of keto, what if we did Italian sausage recipes? Look at Italian sausage recipes is the leading one here compared to keto. So maybe she doesn't want to put keto in her pin title. Maybe she wants to put Italian recipes in her title so that she can then talk about how it's keto in the article that she's promoting or recipe that she's selling or whatever it is, but she's reaching the people that want to do something with Italian sausage. That is just one way, you guys. This tool is going to suggest these terms for you. They're going to show what is currently ranking and trending for Pinterest. And it's going to be able to help you with the SEO so that you can more easily rank on the platform just by starting to implement a tool like this, right? I do have also an offer for our swipe file. I go through every single niche and category that we have ever worked on, that my clients ever use, like anything, right? We have them all on there. Any of the students, any of the people who have this hashtag swipe file, keyword swipe file. But this keyword swipe file is if you are looking for a complete swipe file that makes it easy to get noticed, get repinned, and blow up your website traffic and sales in minutes with highly ranked keywords for your niche without having to use this tool, without having to do the research, because I've done it all for you, then I want you to check out and follow this prompt below on the screen. It doesn't matter whether you're starting out or you just need a new approach on Pinterest. We literally have poured combined industry experience. And I will say that because it's my team and myself working on this now. It originally was just me, and now my team is starting to help put the keywords in here that they're finding work for our clients as well. And so we have the combined industry experience, expertise, and unique value in this swipe file that you will be able to achieve those results you've been looking for. So go ahead and follow that prompt. I will send you a message privately with some more information. So make sure to do that. Also, when you go through and you start finding these keywords and you start comparing them and whatnot, it's going to be really cool for you to be able to kind of focus and level down, right, on your keyword research, because there are some other things that you want to keep in mind when working with your keywords. The first thing that you really want to keep in mind is making sure that you put the keywords that are relevant to your business, which may sound like, okay, duh. But if you go for the popular words, just like we saw right there, keto, and then she wants to, it's an Italian sausage recipe, right? Like, she is all about keto, but someone may not know what that is yet. And so maybe if you're doing Italian sausage recipes and they find your content, they're like, "Ooh, what is keto?" Or they've heard of keto and they're like, "That's too hard." But now they're finding this simple Italian sausage recipe, right? Then you're going to be able to attract that traffic. The other thing that I want to caution you on is don't go for the popular words that have nothing to do with your business, because it's just going to be construed as clickbait. It's dishonest. It looks super desperate. Nobody likes clickbait, and the Pinterest algorithm hates it as well. So you're going to get penalized for it. So don't do it, right? And then the third thing that I want to tell you is try to make your keywords stand out. If you put too many generic keywords into your description, whether it's in conversation or not, which we talk about a lot, then you're going to get lost in the shuffle. You're not going to get the views. You're not going to get the clicks. It's just going to come up with frustration where you're probably already at, or maybe haven't even experienced yet. So if you can avoid that and go straight to the standout keywords, the ones that are really the knock it out of the ballpark type keywords that you can find on this, then you are going to be able to see the ease of the goals you have set on Pinterest be achieved. So where do you want to put these keywords? I'm going to quick touch on this for you guys too, just to make sure that you guys know the different places, right? And so there are different places that you can put keywords. If you didn't already know, put them on your design, put them in your title, and put them in your description. If you don't have them in all three of those spots, it's totally okay. What I will say though is don't waste your time going back to try to edit things, because Pinterest wants fresh content. We hear that all the time right now. So you want to focus on what is the fresh content. And if a pin did not have keywords or is not doing well on the platform, don't go back to that pin to try to edit it to see if it works better. Create something new so that you have that fresh, and then use the keywords in the more appropriate way that you're hoping to do this time around. So then again, you have new, fresh content on the platform. And then for those of you who may be newer on Pinterest, right? 5 quick things behind a successful viral Pinterest image is 1, high quality background photos, stock photos or product photos. 2, overlay the text in a clear, readable font. Don't use that scripty, pretty font that you think looks awesome, because you're not going to be able to see it on a mobile device. 3, detailed titles and keyword rich descriptions, which what we're talking about right now, right? 4, proper, perfect Pinterest image sizes. I definitely say test these out. I know that Canva and PicMonkey and those kind of places have the 2:3 size. It's about 735 by 1102 pixels. I personally have found more value in the 1000 by 1500. And so they're just a little bit longer. They're not the huge, long infographic ones that don't get favored on the platform anymore, but they are a little bit longer. I have seen more value coming from those right now. And then 5, make sure you have a consistent theme. Make sure that you're focusing on what are you offering? Is it solving a problem? Is it taking away pain? Is it something that they're needing right now, something they want to purchase right now? Like, make sure you're speaking their love language. Make sure you're talking directly to that person. Don't talk to the general masses. Again, if you have 2 different target audiences, create 2 different images and pins and descriptions talking specifically to them. That is going to be really what helps. And I know a lot of this that I went over had some things that I went quickly on. So there is more for each of the 5 elements I just discussed. There's more about where to put your descriptions, how to put keywords in the descriptions, and there's a step-by-step tutorial on how to use the trend tool in the show notes. So I encourage you to go ahead and follow this prompt so that you can use that in your back pocket whenever you need it and be able to have the step-by-step and also go more in depth with some of the things that I mentioned here today. And I will catch you guys all on my next live stream. Bye-bye.